cover, Layla. Come and be here. Let's get started. Come on. You're going to be here? Can people see you there? Hi, everyone. Hello. Look, there she is. Look. Look at that. Layla, go. Oh, I forgot to put my lights on in my Christmas wreath. Oh, my goodness. Right. Sorry, I have to put the lights on. Let's put the lights on. Look, Christmas wreath lights are on. Oh my goodness. And now Ophelia fell down. Oh dear, I'm not doing very well, am I? Oh well, I better put her back. Sorry, Benedict. She was lying in her sofa with the two cats on her tummy, looking at my very fancy Christmas wreath. I mean, honestly, look at her. Look at her looking. Look, I've got the lights on now. You can tell. Oh, yes, I know, Christy. Poor little Ophelia. Oh, the things that happen. Oh, look at Layla. She's inspecting. Oh, and that. Oh, well, yes. I mean, honestly, I am prepared. That just doesn't look right now. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Yeah? Better? Okay. So, in the meantime, I might as well show you the poncho. Look, I am wearing the poncho that I made in a day. I hope you will be intrigued to find out how to make it. Layla. No, darling. Oh. Oh. What are you doing? Do you want to come on my lap and say hello? Huh? Do you want to come and say hello? Look, here she is. Look at that. Come on. Come on then. Cats. Right, everyone, let me say a proper hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live. It's so lovely that you are here. I can see all the moderators are here, so thank you for that. And yes, everybody's here. I've just seen somebody said, oh my goodness, it's 7:27 in the morning on Monday. Oh my, Layla, what's up with you? So thank you, all of you, for your dedication, for being here. It is just so nice to be able to sit down and have a chat with my friends. And that's what we're doing, as long as Layla doesn't interrupt too much. But we'll put up with that, won't we? Huh? Yeah, what a scratcher. Right, everyone. Yes, I know Claudia, she wants attention, but she's been brushed just not half an hour ago, about 3 times. There's not a loose hair on her, in her fur. Oh my goodness, just, she's awake. She's been asleep nearly all day. So yes, I mean, obviously she wants attention because she's awake, isn't she? Thank you, Lashira Crochet. Yes, I think I really, really like this poncho. Very simple to make. And yeah, I made it. Well, the thing is, I say it's a poncho in a day, but to be honest, it's a poncho in like 6-7 hours. It's not a day. It's not 24 hours. Do you remember a couple of years ago, I made a poncho in a weekend. So you had to start Friday evening, get sorted, get started, and then go for it on the Saturday and the Sunday. And indeed, I managed to do it in that amount of time. And I think some of you managed to do that as well. But obviously, not everybody has the time to dedicate a whole weekend to it because, life happens. So after that, and it's a very popular project, it's a very popular video. Look at her looking. And I thought, I want to do one better. I want to do one in a day, a poncho in a day. And as it turned out, a poncho in like 6-7 hours. And also it very much depends on you. Okay, it depends on the size of the poncho that you're making. So if you are petiter than me, then you will be quicker. If you are taller or a little bit bigger than me, you will be, working on it a little bit longer. So it depends on how many balls you use, of course, how long you will take. Now, the thing is, I have used, as you can tell, I have used a chunky yarn. And of course, that way your project will grow really, really quickly. So yes, Angel, you have that one as well, didn't you? So who has made the poncho in a weekend? I mean, it was a very simple poncho, granny clusters, but so very effective. And people have made it. I've seen so many pictures of people's poncho in a weekend, and they've adapted the. Sometimes you do have to adapt the neckline. Not very often. Not very often. If you're making it for a child, you do have to adapt it, obviously. But normally the neckline, one neckline serves a lot of sizes. It's the amount of rows that you do that will make the size for you. So let me just show you again. Look. Now, I did quite a lot of rows because I think I can get away with it because I'm quite tall, you see. So the poncho is quite like this, so it comes halfway sort of to the middle of my forearms here. So my elbow is here. And I really like it. Now, we have sent the moderators a pack of this yarn each. So every moderator has made a poncho, and we did that to test. So this is the yarn that I am suggesting to use for this poncho. So it's the let me take this one here. It's the Wendy Husky, and it's a super chunky, right? There's 6 different colors, and we have it on our website, and it's gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. It's easy to work with, and it's really warm once you've made it, with the poncho. It really is nice and warm. So you will need, if you're for a child or a small size, you will need 4, 5 balls. For a medium size, you will go from 6, 7, 8 balls. For a large size, you will go 8, 9, 10 balls. So it does. You have to take into account the size of the poncho that you are going to be making, and that's how many balls you will be needing. So we have, like I said, we have 6 colorways. This is the one that I have made it in. Unfortunately, at the moment, it's out of stock at the suppliers at James C. Brett. I think this is Wendy, isn't it? Yeah. So so that one, you'll have to wait for that a little bit longer. But all the other ones are there. They are gorgeous. This one, Apex, that was yours, wasn't it, Angel? Oh my goodness. Angel's poncho is absolutely gorgeous in Apex. It has a boho vibe, unbelievable. So I have pictures of the ponchos that the moderators made. I have footage of the ponchos that some moderators made. So it's all in the video. It's all in the video. So you will be able to see really well what the ponchos are like and what each color is like as well. So they made them. I did a sort of a random giveaway, and I sort of put names on, numbers on balls. They had to say a number, and then they got sent that color. This one went to Angel, and I have to say I want one in that one. I have ordered it for myself to have it, but I haven't had time to make it. But I've now thought of another solution for myself because I didn't put tassels on. You probably are wondering, why are there no tassels on Anja's poncho? It all had to do with how quickly I could make it, right? So I thought, right, I'm just going to go for it and I'm going to make it the length that I want and I'll see how long it is and how long it takes. And then I thought, do I put tassels on or do I not put tassels on? But putting on tassels will take time and it's an added task and it's a different task. So I didn't put tassels on because I thought, keep it simple. Keep it simple. You need to just make sure it's straightforward to make. No, there won't be a kit yet. You just have to order the amount that you think you will need, okay? Because I can't say how big you're going to make your tassels. Oh, me, Jane, no, Layla doesn't worry about tassels, so I always put tassels on everything. I love bum tassels, what we call them here. I love the individual tassels. So yeah, I didn't put tassels on this one. Why? What was I thinking? Honestly, I must have had a moment of insanity because me not putting tassels on? So I've got a solution. And I only came up with it just now, just before the live. I thought, I can adjust my pattern. I can just open it up. Where did I finish it? Frog 3 rows and put tassels on. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So in a moment, I'll get those scissors out, find the beginning, because of course I've put in those ends far too well. And I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to frog it. I did 20 rows. So I think, well, yeah, I haven't had time to do it either. Yeah. Yeah. So Angel put tassels on hers, and I am so jealous. And then Christine put tassels on hers as well. So yes, I am going to frog about 4 rows because I think Angel did 16 rows. So I'm going to frog 4 rows and put tassels on. You know, that's what you can do when you have made it yourself and you know what works, what doesn't work. Yes, I like it like this, but do you know what? I think I'm going to like it more with tassels. So there we go. So yes, I used 7 balls. Angel used 6 balls. So, you know, it all sort of works out with the tassels. Probably the tassels will be a little bit less yarn. I don't know, but I don't mind. I'm just going to find, where is it? I want to do it now. But yeah, so you know what I mean. You make something, you think it's all right. Yes, of course, in the video there won't be any tassels. I'm sure that hang on a minute. The Love Look shawl, yes. I'm going to do the same tassels as the Love Look shawl. So you can just go to that video and find out how I did the tassels there. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing there. So solved. My problem is solved. I will have a tasseled poncho by not by this afternoon, by next week. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. I will keep you posted. Oh, Sharon, I just wash it. I risk it, I wash it, and to be honest, I've never lost any tassels. I have washed everything, I think, with tassels. If I lose them, I'll lose them. I'll just make them again. You could cut them off. If they're big bum tassels, you could cut them off and apply them after you've washed them, or you can just wash by hand and be careful for the tassels. But yeah, I make so many projects. I do so many you know, tassels. I can't be cutting them off, putting them back on. If I lose one, I'll lose it. you can lose one in the street. I mean, I've had one before that was hanging off, but this was before I made it for videos, and it was like the first tassels I've ever made, and I didn't have, I only had one little string that it was hanging off, and I thought that's not very secure. So it lasted a couple of weeks, and then I sort of thought, well, I'm going to have to, put another one on because I've lost it. So, it doesn't matter, keep some of the yarn, make sure you have some extra, keep that if you have got tassels to replace if you need to, and then that way, you're sorted. Yes, if you have problems with washing, always, if you're not, I have a very short washing cycle on my washing machine, and I just put things in, walk away, and it's okay. So make sure that you know what you're doing with your washing machine. If you're not sure about that, I wouldn't put it on a 3-hour wash, anything that I've crocheted. If you're not sure about that, just do it by hand. It's worth taking the time to do it by hand to make sure that all your hard work doesn't go to waste. Okay. Fabulous, Michelle. Fabulous. Yes, probably the new shawl was probably the Love Look, Caroline. So yes, I know, Paula. To be honest, I like it too without the tassels. But when you see, I tell you now, when you see angels with the tassels, you will, and Christine's as well, you will say, yeah, tassels are needed. Tassels are needed. Oh yes, that's a very good idea, Bridget. Using a pillowcase. So you keep everything together in the washing machine. Very good idea. Yes. So, Corinne, I use a very big hook. The yarn is for a 10 millimeter hook, but I used a 12 millimeter, and I know Julie, what is it, Julie? Yeah, she used a 15 because of her tension. So again, you have to try and see which hook it is that you can use, that you are comfortable with using, but also make sure it has some drape. See, so because we're using a hook that's too big for the yarn, once you start wearing it, it will sort of drape nicely, and that's what you want. Okay, so this poncho is made of Wendy Husky super chunky yarn. We have it in oh, Joyce, I'm sorry, just blame me. I'm sorry. We have it on our website. It's a lovely yarn to work with, and the thing is, really, I'm just thinking now, you can't overbuy on this, because if you make the poncho, put tassels on, make hand warmers, and make a hat, make it all matching, you won't be able to run out. You'll be able to use up your yarn, I'm sure, with making all kinds of other things, because this thickness of yarn allows you to make lots of things really, really quickly. If you still need a Christmas present, if you still need something to keep you warm this winter, then I would suggest making something like this. So easy to do, and so quick as well. Sarah, that is the problem with James C. Brett. Oh yes, this one does have names. A lot of their colorways don't have names, like the Aztec doesn't have names, so I think Dirk came up with some names for that. But yeah, these ones do have names. Let me read them out to you. Right, so this one is Climb, like climbing a mountain. So this one is Climb. Oh, yes. This one is Attitude, or Altitude. No, Attitude. This one is Apex. That's the one that Angel had hers in. This one is, where is it? Peak. Sneak Peek. Oh, We were going to do that today, weren't we? Sneak peek of the new blanket. Oh, this one is Summit. Summit, yeah, look, I started something and then I thought, no, let's not make a second one. And the one I'm using is called Adventure. And this is out of stock at the moment, so it will be in about 2 weeks. So if you want this one, keep an eye on our website. We will try and add it as soon as the supplier has them again. Okay, so yes, lots of nice, indeed, Sarah, lots of nice names. Attitude, Climb, Apex, what one was that? Peak. This one was Summit, wasn't it? Yeah, and this one Adventure. So I guess we're all going on an adventure, on a walking, hiking adventure with these. So yeah, that's that. So we also have, of course, the Christmas pack. If you're wanting to, make a Christmas inspired blanket, then we have all the Christmas colors in a pack together with for you, so it's easy for you to get all those colors. And of course, yes, I loved the color as well, Sharon. This is why I made it in this one, obviously, and now it's out of stock, and it's such a shame that I can't do anything about it. We were ordering it, but everything came and not this one. So yes, they've got a little bit of a back order with that one. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you can make this, like I said, in a day, 6 or 7 hours. Sit yourself down, get started, and go. And you don't need to worry about where you start another ball, because the colors, the colorways, it doesn't matter. You can't tell where you've started a new ball. So that's really lovely. Yeah. I know, but it's a double T. I checked. Look, I can attitude. It is a double T. Do you want to look? It's a double T. So I think, yeah, maybe it was spelled wrong. Just like they misspelled turquoise. It was written as turquoise or something like that. So I thought it was written like that. And so I had to change it in all my JJH pattern, because on the next batch, it had it written differently. Honestly. Kim, the tutorial for this will be on Wednesday. Okay, there will also be a blog post linked in the description box, and the pattern will be written in a blog post. So you won't have to buy the pattern. It's a free pattern that I will post on the blog. So after you've watched, do watch the video, because there's lots of tips and tricks in the video. And then go down in the description box underneath the video. You have to press a couple of little arrows to find it. Underneath the video, there's links to our web shop, so you can see where to buy the yarn, but also there will be a link to the pattern, a blog post where I will post the pattern, so you can have a written version there of the video. Yes, the hook size, a 12 or a 15, Sarah, depending on your tension. Now, if you were to use a 10 as prescribed, I'm sure it will still be okay, but your fabric will not be so flowy. Can you see how nicely it hangs sort of off my shoulders? It will be a little bit stiffer. It will take a while for it to fall. Does it say altitude on the... Wow. They have got to learn to spell at Wendy's. It's not my... Look, I proved it. It says attitude. But yeah, I know. That's funny, isn't it? So What was I going to say? Yes, it's all got to do with mountaineering or something like that. So it must be altitude. And somebody must have misprinted it on there. Okay. Not me. There you go. Thank you for, well, anyway, you know, you know the colorway, so I'm sure you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But yes, I am definitely going to find the end. Yes, there is a seam somewhere, obviously, because there's no other way of doing this. So this is the back seam, as you can tell here. Yeah, and it also depends. Oh, there's the end. Shall I do it now? Do you think it will work? So I'm sure that it can't be there because surely I've sewn it in. Do you think I can find? So I'm sure that you know, you'll be able to work out which hook you're going to be needing. We have indeed yarn with attitude. Yeah. Hey Ingrid, hello. Yes. Cindy, I think so. You can try, but this is qualified as super chunky, so you might need to just maybe look up how many strands super chunky is supposed to be, because it tells you, doesn't it, sort of the ply of it. Oh, do you think yours says altitude, Julie? Because I think that was the colorway that you had, wasn't it? I'm going to be sitting here all evening now doing this. I am going to try and undo it. Yes. I found something. I mean, what I will also do, if I've got to stop doing it really, what I will also do is just cut the first stitch, just cut into it, and then you'll be able to pull out the rest and just cut off the first few stitches, you know. That doesn't sort of make, you know, you'll just waste like a stitch worth of yarn. That's nothing in comparison with, you know, with what yeah. Yes, so the video will be out on Wednesday. I will be at the end of the video there are pictures and videos of the ponchos of the moderators, as I said before, so you'll be able to see. And I also put in how much yarn they used, how many rows they did, and I put rows because it's a round, but that was too long a word. And for some of them also how many hours, because some of them really knew how much how long they worked on it, others were not so sure. And then we do have to praise Teresa for making this poncho, because she broke her finger and it was in a splint, and she still managed to make the poncho in a day, right? So she spent a little bit longer than all of us because she said she was slow. But I mean, her dedication for crocheting and doing this poncho with her finger in a splint, you know, wonderful, such dedication. So yeah, oh no, while she was on vacation, did you do, oh yeah, yes, and and guess what, she went on holiday, didn't take the yarn with her because she thought, oh, I'll do it afterwards, you know. But then we all started talking about it and everybody was doing it, and she was like, I didn't bring my yarn, I am on holiday, I really want to start this poncho. So she went to a shop and bought it. So she's got another set at home to make it. So yeah. That's so funny. But she did it with her finger in a splint. That's just dedication to me. So yes, special thanks to her. And yes, they're all, you know, everybody's poncho, either pictures or video, is at the end of the video. Okay. Oh, what are we talking about here again? No, I don't know everything. Honestly. very dangerously. It's very cold outside, Dirk. Thin ice. Thin ice. Oh my goodness, no, I did not put the color on each, Karen, no. Yeah, DK is double knitting. This is super chunky, so that's going to be much thicker than a DK. A DK. So yeah, 16 ply. How much is a DK? Is that 8 ply? See, so it's double. Yeah. You would need 3 strands of DK yarn to get super chunky. How does he know this? How does he know? Did he look it up on Google? Oh, Matula, please can you type that into English so I can read it, because I can't read that. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, in yeah, you'll oh, Bridget is already offering her spare room. Honestly. For those rare moments. Yeah. So yes, this is coming out Wednesday. Okay. And now, darlings, for the information, I think I've said just about everything that I have to say before I start looking at something else. I don't know whether you've noticed, but there is a pack in the background, which is going to be our new blanket in January. And yes, I think we need a drum roll. Well, it's explaining it, okay? So on Friday, we are going to have the information video for a biggish project, okay? I know I have been calling it a cal, but it's not a cal as you know it. It's a little bit different. So please give me a thumbs up if you are looking forward to, you know, to a different project. Well, it's a blanket. It's a blanket, but we're doing it in a different way from a proper cal. Okay. So these are the colors for it. And you might think, oh my goodness, what is that? Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Yes, no, in the video, please, in the thumbs up video. Thank you. No, I want you to click the like button underneath. Okay, the like button underneath. So there's a story for this cal, as there always is. I keep calling it a cal and I shouldn't. So I just want to explain to you, first of all, that we are going to do it in a different way. So January next year, we will have a video or 2 or 3 come out. And this couple of videos will explain to you how to make this blanket. We will then, it's almost like a do-it-yourself cal. So you will get all the information in one go for the body of the blanket. And then you will get all the information not straight away after, but the week after for the border, right? So you will have 2 important videos to watch for this blanket. And that will give you all the information you need to make the whole blanket. Now, I know some people are fine with that. You've got all the information and off you go. But other people, you must have a bit more, a bit more encouragement maybe, or you need that weekly episode of a normal cal. And you will have to do that yourself this time. Okay, you will have to say, by this date, I need to have done so many rows. By this date, so many rows. Or whatever you want to do, say every Tuesday evening, I'm going to do so many rows. Work your own system. We are going to have the Facebook group to help you through your blankets. So in the Facebook group, we will do some posts, and the moderators will be in charge of a post every so often, and we will keep it going there. So how many rows have you done? How far are you? What are you doing now? And so on. Okay. So it's a little bit of a different approach to the cal, and I hope you like that, just as a bit of a different, a different type of cal that we are doing. But what is it? What is the theme? What is the story behind this? Now, a couple of years ago, we had a bit of a situation in the world, and we all sort of ended up spending a lot more time at home. And I did. I was at home anyway, but sort of the evenings were spent watching something. I was crocheting and I was watching something. I mean, I still do. I have a subscription to a streaming service, and it's called Netflix. So I like watching when I'm crocheting. I like watching a film or a series on Netflix. And especially sort of during that year, 2020, a lot of people were, Netflix was, everybody was talking about, what are we watching, whatever, it was there. And to me, every time I sort of pressed play, that was sort of the start of my my time, my crochet time, Paula, don't worry, just stick with me, okay? And after a while, whenever I pressed play, there was this sound. Very often, there was this opening. If you watch a film, like the MGM films, or MGM, with the lion, the roar, and then the lion, and then the film starts, or there's that sort of thing that moves, that sort of the star that goes through the thing. Before a film starts, you have an intro, don't you, of the company that made that film, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know, which other one can I think of? Like 20th Century Fox. There is this light that goes, yeah, and there is a certain sound, right? Yeah, okay. So if you have Netflix, you might have seen this, but you probably missed it. Yeah, like DreamWorks or Pixar. Yeah, so so Netflix itself, not only do they show other companies' films, but they've started producing their own films, and they have their own intro like that. Okay. Now, if you don't have Netflix, you can see this intro. So don't worry if you don't have Netflix. Okay. So every time I sat down and I pressed play, this intro happened. And to me, it was like my time, my crochet. And it became like Pavlov's dog, the intro. And I was like, the calmness and the tension went away, the calmness appeared, and I was crocheting. So it's this intro that we are going to be crocheting. Yes, I associated the sound with the, yes. So if you've got Netflix, you probably have seen this so many times, but you've missed it. Every time I talk to someone about this idea, because I have here and I have, some friends, just to see what they thought of my crazy idea, they went, "What are you talking about?" So next time you watch something on Netflix that is produced by Netflix, you will get a black screen with a red N, yeah, and the N comes towards you, yeah, and then all the colors dissipate and they break up into different colors, and that is what we are going to be making a blanket of. So I let me see if I'm not going to play it, because obviously it might upset things that we've done this before, haven't we? Oh, this is not the right one. Where is it? So oh well, never mind. I've lost it. So, and it makes a sound and it goes da-dum, right? So if you go to YouTube after this live is over, Corinne, go to YouTube. If you don't have Netflix, or even if you do have Netflix, go to YouTube, type in Netflix to-dum. Let me to-dum opening. Let me type it in that. It's a video of 4 seconds and it goes to-dum, and the end comes to-dum. And I just sat there and I watched it and I thought, oh, this is the perfect blanket. This is the perfect blanket. So I kept watching it. There is a video on YouTube of an hour long, and it goes ta-dum. It goes ta-dum, ta-dum. And I'm like, guys, it's a thing. The ta-dum sound is a thing, right? So, yes, I know, Patrice, I know, but don't think of it as a barcode. It's a blanket. It's full of lovely stripes, lovely colored stripes. And I chose I kept taking screenshots. So I was like, screenshot. I had loads of screenshots, and I took one and I turned it into a blanket. And these are the colors for it. Now, I don't know whether you can see, but underneath there are there's a lot of black. Okay, so I didn't want to put this into a normal cowl because of the black. I will never put you through that pain of having to do one of my cowls and, there's all that black in there. Okay, so this one is a cowl, a project that we're doing with a lot of black. It's not a proper cowl, it's not an official cowl, but it's a blanket that I've wanted to make for such a long time. So if you are, even the thing is, you see, it's quite a blanket for, you could make this for grandchildren, for teenagers. They will love that blanket because it's a, it's a Netflix to-dum. Ivy, black is not that difficult to work with. It's not. Your stitches are still the same. You know what your stitches look like because you know what they look like in a different color. They look exactly the same. Okay, don't shy away from using black. The moderators were apprehensive about using black, but now they've gone through that and they say, we don't mind using black anymore. It's fine. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. So, oh, Virginia, thank you. Yes, I'm so happy I was able to turn your frown upside down. Yeah, I know black has a bad reputation, but you know, the way I've put this blanket together, the way we're doing the rows, it's very effective and it's not that difficult to use a black at all. There's a lot of black, but guys, it's so worth it. You have not seen the blanket yet, have you? You have not seen the blanket yet. And shall I show it to you? Shall I show you the blanket? Because there were so many, and I don't know why I've let me just show you the one I've still got. It's not the one. It's not the one. See, this was one of those screenshots that I took, you know, where the end comes towards you. I didn't choose this one because there was too many colors, because of course I only have, you know, sort of a set amount that I can use. This pack is 18 balls. Okay, so it's more than a normal pack because I needed all those colors and I needed all the black. So there are a lot of blacks, but it's okay. You can do it. So this was one of the ones that I could choose, which I didn't choose, and I have deleted quite a few of my pictures, and for some reason I deleted the one that I did do. Only me, Only me. It's not going to be in here, is it? Anyway, I will show you the blanket. Was this one? No. So there's no point in trying to find it because I don't. It's long. I've had this on my mind for such a long time, and I've wanted to do this for such a long time, and I just hope that I have sort of timed it well with putting it in January. So it's sort of in between two cals. It's not an official cal. It's a, you know, if you want to do it, cal, right? But it was an idea of my head of like, why don't I turn that intro, that to-dum intro, into a blanket? What are you sending me to Messenger, Angel? Do you have the picture? Has anyone got the picture handy? It's typical, isn't it? So yes, we will have. I've got to take this off because I'm getting too hot now. We will be selling the pack as of next week, Friday. So when the video comes out on Friday, what am I like? We will have the pack available to you as well. Like I said, it's a bigger pack. It's 18. Please send it, Angel, so I can show them. It's a bigger pack. It's 18 balls, so it'll be a little bit more money than usual, but like it's worth it. Okay, so much worth it. So very much worth it. You will have quite a lot of the colors left over, but I am also designing other projects, one or two, to use those colors up. So there will be quite a few projects, a few videos with this. So this blanket will be released on the 13th of January. Then there will be the week after a border video, and there will be like an entertainment video, and there will be like something else and something else. You know, I don't know just yet. I've got some time, but you will have, you know, plenty of other projects, so you can use up most of your yarn. Like I said, it's not going to be, like six weeks like we usually do with 6 blocks of work. You have got to just oh, thank you, Angel. Lifesaver. So you have got to work it out yourself. Okay, guys, this is the blanket. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of black. And there's the separation of the colors. So we have the blues on one side, the reds on one. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's so nice. So this is towards the end of the tudum. And if you play it back at a slower speed, you will be able to take screenshots and see for yourself, right? Deborah, it's very dramatic. It's the drama of all the series, of the comedies, of the murder mysteries, of the documentaries, of everything that they play on Netflix. It's a proper dramatic blanket. There's some really nice little things which I'm not going to show you just yet, but yeah, I have to say the testers really loved testing it. Honestly. No. Pictures do not do this justice. So yes, this is a Stylecraft Special DK. It's I really used that picture for the colors, and I found all the colors in the Stylecraft range. Yes, it could be like a pandemic quarantine blanket because everybody was watching Netflix at the time. Look at this. Look. So yes, I think it's very effective to sort of, portray this to do the intro where your end disintegrates and it comes towards you. And I hope you will enjoy making it. So as you can see, look, you can see through the black there. There is texture. There are special things in this blanket. The testers loved making it. And to be honest, I loved making it as well. And, being able to sort of change color, that was like, yeah. Yes, so the black is needed because it just makes the blanket. There is a, that element of black makes it so different. I could have done, just random colors because I didn't have to do this. I could have done the one before and just gone through it randomly and say, oh, this is it. This is this, okay? This is, sorry, it keeps turning. This is that big black thing. This is that lighter thing. I did this completely like this, okay? Completely like this. So it is you if you watch it slowly, you will see this. And yes, you will see it as the blanket is like this. So let me go and put it on the sofa because I can't keep it like this, can I? Honestly. Right, let me see how I can. Yeah. There we go. Can you see it? There we are. So yes, I really like, yes, the black the black is just needed for that dramatic effect of what we are trying to achieve here, the sort of the Netflix tudum blanket. And I'm not I'm not advertising here, I'm not sponsored. Maybe I should just mention that. But yeah, There is texture in the blanket. You're not always doing the same thing. It just works. Well, the testers have said it worked. Okay, I was hoping it would work, and they have, sort of confirmed that they loved making it and that it did work. So I hope you will love making it as well. It's a very the to-do blanket. Yeah, for movie night, popcorn, for all those things that we've been watching. And the thing is, you probably have missed this. So next time you watch something on Netflix that was actually produced by Netflix, you will notice that it starts with a black screen, a red N, and the N comes towards you, disintegrates, and it says, ta-dum. And that is what this blanket represents. So it is a single bed size blanket, but yeah, like Julie just said, it is indeed big enough to for two people to snuggle under. Certainly, if they're teenagers or something, having a film evening, it's the perfect size blanket. Oh, thank you, Angel. Thank you. And yeah, anything can give certainly me inspiration, and I'm sure it can give you inspiration as well. Grandchildren, teenagers, even people in their 20s, or someone who has just become a Netflix buff, always watching Netflix. Or even yourself, if you like watching Netflix while you are crocheting. And that's what I do. I always say, well, Karen, it is going to be called the Netflix to-doom blanket, or probably, yeah, the to-doom blanket. Why not? But yeah, like I said, this blanket has been on my mind for nearly 2 years. I was towards the end of 2020, I think it was. I had it in my head, and I knew there was going to be a lot of black, so I didn't want to, sort of impose that on you. But yeah, finally, I found the ideal opportunity to be able to do it, to be able to, sort of post this blanket, make it into a bit of a thing. Oh, it does grow on you, Shara. Yeah, you might think, oh, but once you have explained what this is, you will love it even more. People will say, oh, because if I show it to someone, they'll say, oh, that's nice. And I can see them thinking, what? Why did she choose the colors? Why did she put them like that? But then once you start thinking about it and you explain to them what it is, they go, oh, that's clever. So yes, it could be, a wonderful present for a teenager. I would, my kids are a bit bigger now, now a bit bigger. But I can imagine if they were teenagers and they were like hooked on Netflix, this would be a perfect present. Or I think it was Christine's grandson, his bedroom is all black and white, she said, very dark and, very black and white, very boyish. This would be perfect in a bedroom like that. It would just brighten it up, and it would be such a special thing, the Netflix to-doom blanket. So yes, it certainly sparks conversation. And do I really have to tell you, has anybody got any idea where I have filmed the lookbook for this blanket? Now we're getting somewhere. This is where how far in advance I have to work. This is how my brain works to bring you very, very nice footage, which all ties in together. No, Shara, I didn't go to the Netflix headquarters. No. Does anybody have any idea where I could have filmed this lookbook? I've been there this year twice. I went 2 times to the same place. 2 times. Who knows? Who knows? I'm brave enough, yeah. I would actually, Shara, yeah, I would have been brave enough to go there and just do it. Indeed. Yeah. No, no. Oh, I've got to ask you more in a cinema, in a movie thing. That's a good idea. I should have thought about that. No, not in the Tate Gallery. Yes, Deborah, on vacation, but where did I go? Not in IKEA, Kiranjit. No, not this time. Shirley. Mm-hmm. Yes, Joni. Yes, Glowheart. Yeah. Bridget, I've been to Stowhead. I've done that. That's done and dusted. I can't repeat that now, can I? Yes, I have went. I have gone. I went. Oh my goodness, my tea. Indeed, Karen. So when I was in Dubrovnik with work, turns out I had no idea that one of the bigger series that Netflix has produced itself was filmed in Dubrovnik. I don't know whether anybody knows which one that is, but my brain was like, okay, so if Netflix has produced a series here, then I'm sure I can produce my lookbook here. So during the summer, my brain was going, because of course I still was doing the JJH. When that was finished, and I realized that I was going back to Dubrovnik with Dirk. Yes, Game of Thrones is filmed in Dubrovnik, or parts of it is filmed in Dubrovnik. So of course I went and filmed there. I found those iconic places from Game of Thrones. Not that I haven't seen a single episode, I have to admit. But we had a guided tour. When we go with work, we always have guided tours and stuff like that. So the guide took us around to the more iconic places that were used in the Game of Thrones series. And so I remembered them. And then I went back with Dirk because I really enjoyed myself. And I thought it would be a lovely place to take him as well. You know, it's with work and then you're not allowed to bring your partner, you know. So, and I thought, I really want to go back with Dirk. And so we did. We had a lovely, lovely time. And ta-da! We filmed the lookbook there. Oh my goodness, Dubrovnik is so busy, so busy. So I would like to tell you all about the lookbook next live, because of course that will come out next week. Okay, so we are slowly starting to work our way to Christmas. And oh no, I've got to tell you now about the lookbook, because guess what we're doing next week? We're having a party. We're having a Christmas party. Yeah, Karen is coming over. I'm going to invite Dirk as well. We're gonna sit on the sofa, and the three of us are going to have a Christmas party together with you. So let me tell you about the lookbook. Do you know what time I had to get up to go and film this lookbook? You see, we were there for a week, and I did that on purpose because I knew we would spend a full day filming, because that's what we usually do. It takes a full day to do the filming. And so I said to Derek, let's not film the first few days. We'll just, have a holiday basically and find the nice locations. So we did that. But what we also noticed was that it was very, very busy there. Yes, I mean, Dubrovnik is a very popular town, lots and lots of tourists. So one night, why was I up at 1 o'clock? For some reason, I was up later, and I noticed that all the lights were on everywhere. So we decided to get up really, really early and do the filming then, because there was no other way I was going to be alone on those famous steps or in some of the streets. So yes, we were up and filming at about 5:30 in the morning. Oh my goodness. Yes, Allegra, on Friday, the yarn pack will be available in the shop. Okay. The yarn pack for the Netflix to Doom blanket will be on sale when the information video comes out on Friday. Okay. So yes, no, Karen, we're having that. I was gonna make you some of that golden milk, with turmeric in it. We'll try that. Is that okay? Or we'll have hibiscus tea. I always have hibiscus tea. Look, Christy, how would I cope with alcohol? I can't even get the words out of my mouth properly now. So yes, we had a lot of fun trying to film this lookbook. I think I have done it justice. But yeah, I hope I have included some views as well of Dubrovnik, so it will give you a little bit of an idea what it's like there, but we really enjoyed it there. And I am so happy that I was able to do my, the lookbook filming, the blanket there. And it was a really lovely location to do that. So yes, so next week we will be having a Christmas party, and then we will have a break for 2 Sundays, and I will be back on New Year's Day. On the 1st of January, I will be back. There is, of course, a reason for that, because otherwise I won't be able to do a live for the whole, until the end of January. So we are going away in January, and I will tell you all about that just before we go. But just so that you know, this is why I designed the blanket, so I could keep you busy. I'll be away, but I will still be entertaining you. There we go. Yes, there's a special reason for the holiday, so hopefully, you will understand that we're not going to be around. We will, however, fingers crossed, we will have Gary looking after the web shop, so all that should be fine. So I do hope that you like my idea of the blanket. Oh, Tracy, that's wonderful. I hope you have a really nice time. I do hope you will like the blanket, have sort of the reasoning behind it. I hope you understand, sort of my inspiration, where my inspiration came from. And yeah, try and it's on Netflix, obviously. When you press any Netflix produced series or film, you can see it. But go to YouTube, type in Netflix to Doom intro, and you will find it. It's 4 seconds, and yeah, watch it a couple of times. You will see, yes, there it is. And yes, just like Julie says, the moderators will be around as usual in the Facebook group, because they are still doing such a wonderful job with all of you, helping you, and of course you guys are helping each other as well. And that is the great community spirit that we have in the Facebook group. I really enjoy the group, seeing how you are helping each other and how you are enjoying posting and feeling confident in posting, and growing in your own skills of not only crocheting but also taking pictures and making them sort of a little bit special location and something like that. So we love seeing your pictures of your work in the Facebook group, because of course hard work like that and such a skill, it deserves a lovely picture, doesn't it? So that's why I do all this effort to portray my blankets in a nice way, because yes, I mean, obviously I have sat down and made it, but not only that, I know that I want to show it off really nicely so you guys would make it as well. So we will have the packs available next Friday when the information video comes out, and then the lookbook will come out the week after on the Wednesday. So I'll have a little bit of more of a chat next week, but mainly next week we will have a party. So Karen's coming over, and I'll try and get some really British things. I like Christmas crackers, mince pies, something else. Karen, what can you think of? I've got some Stollen bites, so things like that, just so that we can show everyone what they are like, and we can wear our hats and we can have a little party. So hopefully my wreath will still be looking dapper, and yeah, you will all join us for the party, because Dirk will join in as well. So, and then of course, yeah, there is yes, the development of everybody's photography skills. Exactly, yeah. So yeah, the moderators will be around, and they will keep you on your toes for the cal aspect of the blanket. So they will turn it into a little bit of a cal in the Facebook group, just so that it keeps you going and it keeps you motivated to make this blanket, so that you can't accuse us of saying, yes, but you've sold me this pack and I've never made it. Yes, we will make sure that you have some encouragement to make this blanket. And if you don't have the encouragement, just put on Netflix, start watching it, and you'll think, I've got to do that blanket. See, you'll be reminded every time you watch it. But I'm sure that some of you have missed this opening. So next time you press this play button on Netflix, keep your eyes open. Don't just start taking your crochet, because that's what I used to do, and I just used to hear the sound. But then I started watching it. Makes a world of difference. A world of difference. So get your crochet ready, then press play and watch. Promise? Right. Don't worry just yet. We're not going just yet, Deborah, but I always need to announce these things far in advance, so you guys can actually get used to it, because if I say we're going away next week, you're all going, what? Okay, so we're not just yet going, you will be told, but next week we'll have a Christmas party. Okay, so get your things ready, put on your Christmas jumpers, your Christmas pajamas next week for the live or something like that, and we will have a Christmas party. Okay, right, everyone. Yes, I know Karen, she's just like, yeah, Layla. Okay, I'll have to move the screen now because she's going to be doing some yoga. Oh my goodness. Julie says, Anja and Dirk deserve this time away, and I need Anja to let me catch up on my whips. Julie, I might have something up my sleeve. Right, everyone. I'll see you next week. Well, Karen, myself, and Dirk will see you next week. Bye, everyone. I hope you enjoy the blanket. So go and have a look at that Netflix intro. Bye. Are you going to say bye-bye? Oh, yes. And I'll have to put tassels on my... I've got a lot to do next week. Bye.